Finland, the world's leading producer of icebreaker ships, is constructing a fleet of new vessels for the United States. Now, this is a move that reflects the world's rising focus on the Arctic. But President Trump's rather controversial tactics around Greenland and the tense ties with European partners have only added uncertainty around the pact. Now, here's what you need to know. The U.S. Coast Guard is procuring up to 11 Arctic icebreakers in a major effort to modernize its aging polar fleet, which currently has only a handful of operational vessels. 4 vessels are slated for construction in Finnish shipyards, and the remaining 7 will be built in U.S. shipyards with Finnish technical support. The contract is valued at about $6.1 billion, and the first deliveries are expected by 2028. These Arctic security cutters, as they are called, will basically help America navigate and operate in ice-covered waters, which have become increasingly vital for strategic patrols. As the Arctic Sea lanes open and competitors like Russia and China expand their presence.
As everybody can see, the global situation is such that everybody's looking for ways of being over there. Presence in Arctic seems to be very important, and we are the fastest shipyard to build that kind of vessels.
Here's more context for you. 60% of the world's icebreakers are Finnish-made. 80% are designed by Finnish companies. Finland's expertise was born from necessity, just to put this simply. It's the only country in the world where all ports can freeze in winter.
Finland is a global leader in icebreaking, in operating and constructing and designing icebreakers, because we are the only country in the whole world where all the ports may freeze. And of course we are dependent on the foreign trade.
Officials say the deal with Finland is a big boost for U.S. national security and strengthens cooperation with a NATO partner. Remember, the Arctic is increasingly seen as a geopolitical frontline for defense, resource access, and shipping routes. However, the broader political backdrop is also complex. President Trump's interest in Greenland has triggered serious diplomatic strain with the European allies. We've been telling you about this. Trump may have backed off overt threats of using force and has cut a deal for access to Greenland. Concerns linger in Helsinki and in Europe. Some experts argue that any renewed talk of Greenland could complicate or even imperil the military-industrial agreements, such as this icebreaker deal. Already, America's geopolitical rivals, China and Russia, have been securing their foothold in the Arctic. Things have been heating up. Russia, being an Arctic country, doing it for strategic reasons, of course. China doing it to access huge reserves of natural resources there. Many other countries are also working to enhance their icebreaker fleet.
The climate is changing, and it's actually exceptionally warm in the Arctic area right now. It is not possible to sail across the Arctic Sea without icebreakers. And many big nations have interests on the Arctic area right now, and that is why icebreakers are very interesting right now.
Now, this move to acquire advanced icebreakers is part of a broader effort by Washington to close its icebreaker gap, a disadvantage compared with Russia's already large fleet and China's growing polar investments. With Arctic sea ice retreating due to climate change, this region is fast becoming more accessible and also increasingly contested for resources and strategic influence. To stay up to speed with the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.